You can close your eyes if you haven't done so already. Today we're exploring the physical body. It seems as if the physical body is solid, substantial, and me, if not also mine. And it seems as if the physical body is precisely what separates us from others and from the world. What a wonderful thing to see whether or not this is really true in our own experience, in our own direct experience. With your eyes closed, allow the concept of the physical body, of your physical body, to come to mind. You'll probably feel there's some kind of shape or silhouette. You might continue to use your imagination and begin to sense that there is something, the world, beyond this physical shape, a world out there. And your imagination and your memory will together suggest that within this physical shape, there are all sorts of things that could be imagined or conceived of. Organs, systems, a brain, a heart, and so on. And you might begin to sense that there are physical sensations arising within this sheath or on the surface of the skin. Therefore, bring your attention to these physical sensations. Memory might suggest that the physical sensations are occurring on this side of the boundary, right on the edge between the body and the world. These physical sensations, therefore, seem to mark out what is inside, what belongs to me. And they seem to suggest that nebulously, somehow beyond these physical sensations, is once again the world that is substantial, different, other, and separate from me. Perhaps, though, a hint, an intimation is already here for us, for if we start to investigate these physical sensations a bit more closely, we might begin to ask, do we find in our own direct experience an inside and an outside? If we let go of the labels of memory and conceptuality, and if we go right to the physical sensations, what do we notice? Don't we notice that they seem to just light up or fizzle or crackle or flitter or emanate, radiate? Do we notice a border or a boundary in our direct experience? Or on the contrary, do things start to become subtler, less gross, as the seeming boundary between inside and outside dissolves? Go to a physical sensation. Indeed, it's not even an object. Go to this temporary rising phenomenon, this happening. Take a closer look. In your actual experience, do you see any edges? Or does it seem as if it's just lighting up in space, in open, empty, vast space? What an intimation is this? What a marvelous sign or clue that perhaps our commonsensical picture is mistaken. Can you observe and feel what it's like as the physical sensations seem to, as it were, take on rather a life of their own, simply appearing out of this wonderful space of no thingness? The mind finds this a bit confusing. Just see whether it's possible to quiet and let go of the mind's desire to know, to grab on to make sense of. Be like a child, curious, open, welcoming, receptive. What is actually here in experience? Now come to breathing. It might seem as if breathing is like taking air from the outside and pouring the breath in and through the inside as it travels down and into what we call the lungs and well beyond. And it might seem as if it reverses course and then travels from inside to outside. That's okay. Allow the mind this starting point. But then open yourself up to the question, is that actually true? For it can start to seem as if I'm not doing the breathing. It's just somehow miraculously happening. And it can also seem as if breathing is just the undulation, the movement the stirring in space. Can you open yourself up to the possibility that breathing is this wondrous movement in this vast open reality? Can you therefore get a sense of how delicious and sweet breathing actually is? It is like the pulsing waves of reality. Taking its time, taking its own course. The Tao Te Ching states, the highest goodness flows like water, but it could have also said, the greatest beauty flows like breathing. Gently, openly ask yourself now, where really is this breathing occurring? Where is it? And as if you heard the voice of a child coming to you, it simply says, it's here. It's here. Breathing is occurring here. Be like a child and ask, well, where is here? Where is this here-ness? This here-ness where breathing is miraculously occurring of its own accord. Foolish even to say that breathing is in or out. Foolish too to say that it is up or down or through. What do those words even mean when all that we can truly see is that breathing is occurring here, intimately, beautifully here? Likewise, ask yourself, and when? When is breathing occurring? Oh, but it's occurring now. There is no breathing then. That's just memory. There is no breathing later. That's just anticipation. When is breathing occurring? Only now. so very close, closer than close. Can you, right here, right now, give yourself up to the intimacy of breathing? And can you give yourself up now to the enigma of breathing? A natural koan, a mysterious question arises. Where does breathing come from? Where do all these words come from? All these words about breathing. But most especially, where does breathing come from? It is a cosmic question, akin to asking, where do sunbeams come from? Oh, and we trace those beams back to their source. Just so, where does breathing come from? Truly, fully, comprehensively, you might say. Each breath is like a message, like a sign, like a scrawling, glorious signature. Each breath is the presence, but the presence of what? Each breath is like a trace, a faint trace of what? It is all like playful movements, like dance, unfolding in this bottomless, topless, vast here and now. the paradox is rich and loving intimacy is revealed in breathing, and breathing likewise reveals vast openness. Breathing is like a caress, the gentlest caress. It is like the vital breath of we know not what. Who is it really that is breathing anyway? Notice the experience of transparency, of clarity. Breathing continues in and as this transparent, luminous, open clarity. Notice also the immense, unfathomable energy, energy seemingly, perhaps also truly without beginning or end. Notice the sense of fullness as if with each breath, a signature of what is. The fullness begot greater fullness, as if thy cup runneth over. As if there is, to be sure, just enough, yet also more than and more than and more than and more than enough. breathing like truly hearing, does it not show us here and now that there is indeed a sense of oneness? As I say that, I hear a mourning dove cooing. Can I really tell the difference between bird song and breathing? Or is it somehow all like one amazing symphony lighting up all experience? The Bible says, "Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." Yes, and blessed are we who come in the name of the Lord, the one reality. And blessed is breathing which comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed be all breathing as the creative expression, the sinewy and unique articulation of what truly is this aware, present, contentment, this conscious beingness, ripe, always, ever ripe with abiding happiness, with that peace that surpasses all ordinary understanding. A Chan, Chinese Zen poem, states, "With each step, the cool wind rises." Could it not also be said that with each breath, the cool wind rises? What's the difference between the breath rising and the wind rising? Are they not truly, ultimately, really one and the same? The wind rising, hearing arising, breathing arising, all happening here now, all arising in a boundless field, a groundless ground. Is there really my breath and yours, after all? Or can we catch the sense? Can we get a glimpse? Can we feel deeply what Jesus meant when he said, "Love thy neighbor as thyself"? Love thy neighbor as what thou art truly. Love all neighbors, all beings. Filled with a vital breath. Breathing is like the silence coming forth with the message, love all. Love all as that which makes possible breathing in the first and the last place.